Hello, my little prison wardens. And guess what? We're getting our first death row inmates. Woot woot. I mean, I guess I shouldn't really be all that happy about that, because, you know, we're going to be probably killing this poor little lady, but, you know, it's kind of exciting. I've never actually, in the games I was playing, I never got to that level where I thought I should go ahead and get the death row things. If you haven't noticed, prisoners just kind of arrive via bus, which is really cool. So let's see here. Is this our death row? No, minimum security. Oh, here's all the rest of them. Which one is it? Oh, there's another one of these. I gotta add another one of those now. Oh man. This must be her. Leah Clark. Sentenced to 25 years for multiple crimes including murder, torture, and rape. Yikes. So she's... Man, you can just literally just schedule execution. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna have to read up on this a little bit and just, you know, check and see what's going on there. Yikes. Well. Okay, what's going on over here? Oh, people try to escape again. God damn. So I just came on to, like, you know, just play for a little while. And I was gonna, you know, I made another dormitory and stuff. And I was like, oh, you know, we're just gonna have some fun. Do some expansions and stuff. But yeah, then I was like, well, let's just, you know, keep going and see what happens. Added some security cameras down here, and then bam! Out of nowhere, it says we're getting death row inmates. So yeah, I went ahead and brought you guys back. I was just gonna play for a while. We'll follow her in a second. What we need to do is, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we won't. I was gonna say there's one of the family ladies, but it looks like we've gone ahead and we've at least released one, so we must have an available room for him, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so, we now have... Let's see, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Yes, haha, naked ladies, giggity giggity. So yeah, so she's crazy, so... This is the first time I've ever had one of these big bad characters. But look at this, volatile, deadly. So if this person actually goes into a fight, they can sometimes kill with just one hit, which is terrifying. But yeah, so that's our death row inmate. Now, with that, does she... I think she counts as maybe maximum security. I think that's how it works. And what we can really do is, technically, you can make 3 separate times for everybody to do things. You can have, like, all of your minimum security in, you know, say, like, eating. All of them would be together, and then normal security, you can put them all together, and maximum security as a separate one. So you could have them all sectioned out, but, that's a lot of work. I mean, really, you just have to shift the schedules, but you have to make sure to give enough time for the cooks to actually make the food and stuff for them, so that could be a big problem. And then you start having to worry about the fact that you now will be having separate work 3 times all the time. So yeah, that can be really tough, just because of the fact that, you know, you have to pay for all of your programs, so each of these costs, most of them at least, cost money. So if you don't have, you know, a good income, which we do for the most part now. I mean, 10 grand is, or 9.5, isn't terrible. So yeah, I just wanted to bring it back, and I was like, we finally got a prisoner. It's pretty crazy. They're death row prisoners. She'll have to actually use the showers, which will be interesting. Yeah, it's just kind of exciting to know that, you know, we've got one now. So I just put these cameras in so we can always see what's going on in there. I always want to know what's happening. I mean, I'm not afraid of them escaping at all, but it's nice to just know what's happening. And for the most part, she should probably be kept locked up in here as much as possible. I mean, we can't really lock down all the rest. I mean, what we could do is you could put doors in here and block her off from being allowed to go basically anywhere else other than from this room to here, and that's it. I'm probably not going to end up doing that. What I do need to do, as you can see here, is we need more prison guards. So, even though... Oh, she's the station one. I was going to say, what's going on here? But yeah, we just want to... And you know, I'm lazy. Or not lazy, but crazy. I always want to have that perfect number. Same with that. I'd rather have something even. No. Like the, oh, okay. I'm going to just put another doctor. Why not? Okay. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. I'm kind of just surprised, you know? And then, like, we're kind of... So she deserves a 1 room. We gave her a 5 room. We gave him a 1. So, yeah. Oh, this one didn't get a radio. That was probably my fault. Sorry, I'm talking to my cute boyfriend. He's trying to interrupt me, and he's sitting there in his underwear. Just saying. Little distracting. What a jerk. Here's me talking. I'm in a room all by myself. If I'm talking, it's obvious I'm making a video. But, you know. What a dweeb. Anywho, it's like I was saying, we gotta go ahead and put a radio in here. You know, at least to be kind of nice, I suppose. Oh, they actually get served food in their room. That's kind of neat. I did not know that. So yeah, she'll actually, you know, have to be there. And I guess what's going to happen is we pay attention to this inmate status, and if it goes down more, like I said, I think right here it's like, I can't really read it because it's like, so state approved conviction strength is 10%. So, I guess we have to, like, maybe wait until it goes to 10% and then schedule? I think? Okay, so the likelihood that the appeals board will grant clemency and commute the prisoner's death row sentence. Each unsuccessful approval lowers this value, so we're going to let them go ahead and bring that down. I would prefer it being, you know, 10% or less. So then if clemency is granted, the prisoner will be immediately released if found innocent, or transferred to at least maximum security if still judged as guilty, just not, you know, death row. So yeah, so it looks like every time they go for that approval, they will go through and either let her go, or move her just to maximum security, or they will bump her down some, and then once that percentage gets, you know, 10% or less, we will go ahead and schedule execution. Which is crazy, right? Oh man. Anywho, I will bring you back later if I see that she actually starts her status program going through. I'll bring you guys back, or if we get another death row inmate, I'll bring you back again. For now, I'm just going to kind of keep expanding. I'm probably going to put a bunch of these dorm rooms in, just because it's like 8 people. They're all high quality for a lot less. So yeah, we're just going to work on that for a little bit, and if anything fun happens, I'll bring you back. Oh man, look at that laundry distribution. We might want to end up just building another one of these laundry rooms. I'm probably actually going to bring that workshop all the way down. Maybe down here is where I'll go ahead and put another laundry room in, just so that, you know, this isn't supplying everybody all at once. Because I think they have been complaining a little bit about their needs for clothing and, you know, having it clean and stuff. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of a concern. They're not a big deal. But we still haven't beaten out this drugs, spirituality, and literacy. We're slowly working on it, but I'd love to see those pretty much just disappear, just be in the green, so that there's just some people have a need, but it's not a concern or want. I'll have to probably maybe do a little research and see if there is an easy way. Or if you guys know, let me know. Like I said, I'm not an expert, so I like to hear from you guys, and I'd love to hear any tips, tricks, stuff like that. If there's something that you're like, hey Matt, you should try doing this. Yes, I probably have not revealed that before. My name is Matt. Whoa. Anyway, so go ahead. Leave me a couple comments. Let me know if you know great ways to get things down, like, you know, clothing or drugs, spirituality, that kind of stuff, let me know. So I can, you know, try to improve this prison and make it a good place. Anywho, I will bring you back for this episode if anything major happens. Like I said, some death row. Maybe if Leia goes into some, you know, that percentage goes down, I'll bring you back. Or if some crazy event happens, I'll let you know. Alright, hello and welcome back. So, the one thing that I did not realize that we need to do is we need to make a parole room. And under that deployment, go ahead and make it so that it's death row only. Which will then allow you to start that program, the Death Row Appeal. So I've done that now. I didn't realize that. I sat there waiting for, I think, like 2 days, and nothing happened. So I was like, oh, this is getting really annoying. But anywho, so now at 6 o'clock, parole should start in here. Leah Clark here should be taking over. Let's see what happens. She's getting brought dinner. She, like, instantly eats it, you know. Maybe she's not ready for parole? I guess? It says it's active right now. I assume it was this room, but, no one's here. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. We'll figure it out in the long haul. Like I said, I want to wait until this is, you know, 10% or less, and then we'll do the execution. Where's she heading here? Oh, okay, I guess you don't need a parole room. I don't know why. That's really weird. Before I couldn't do it until I built this parole room, so... whatever, I guess. You know, they go where they want to. So let's see what happens. She's gonna be in there for a few hours. I think it's in like 4 hours, and then something will happen. So, I don't know. And then it becomes a question, do we really want to kill them? You know? I mean, there's a lot of states that are all for the death penalty. There's a whole bunch that are against the death penalty, and that becomes the question. You know, should we... Oh, looks like she's been exonerated from, death row, and she's just become a max security inmate. Well, that was kind of less exciting than I thought it was going to be. So, anyway, looks like that's interesting. So, anywho, so what I was planning here was to, these are going to become more workshops. Because we actually have quite a few prisoners that want to work in the workshop, and because we are getting our numbers higher and higher and higher, I thought it would be worth it to go ahead and extend this. We'll make a few more. I'm also going to go ahead and make a large section down here for laundry, because we're going to need more of that going on. We'll make a nice little staff room down here so that they have a place to relax and all that fun stuff. But look, we're getting $3 grand just from exports, so that's going to be the stuff like the beds and these license plates. What else have I done? I've gone ahead and basically maxed out our kitchen space here. We have to leave a little bit of space for them, but this is all hooked up now, and looks like we're getting 100% of the people fed, at least as close as we can. Sometimes they don't get fed because they're in, like, parole hearings and whatnot, but yeah, we've extended this, but I have a feeling fairly shortly we're going to have to quickly pull this canteen all the way down, move this yard somewhere else, maybe like over here for now. So that was a prisoner getting into a fight there. So, yeah, that's Elena Jackson. So I believe she's one of our, yeah, she's a maximum security. So, yeah, she's a bad girl. We just beat her up. She apparently was trying to break her door down. All sorts of other crazy stuff. Anywho, I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna keep doing some upgrades. If we get another, you know, death row inmate, I'll bring you guys back in again. Or if anything else cool or crazy happens, I'll let you know. Alrighty, BRBs, welcome back. So no new major developments other than something super cool. So I was playing with my electrical systems because I wanted to move this power station over here. So I went ahead and built this and threw this little water pump station in, and then it was like, well, I want to test something. So what I had done was I had, left space. Let's go ahead and go into electrical. I left this space open so that this grid was not attached to this one. So I got this online and everything running, and then I went ahead and I shut this off and then connected them. And you can see it works. This power is now running, but there is this generator. Now you can't have two generators running at the same time, otherwise that happens. But what we could do from now on is maybe put in basically a backup generator, especially on things like, the water supply. So that way the, when a fire starts, because they always start around these power stations, or like say in the kitchen up here, it'd be nice to be able to continue having power running to this pump station just by us having to switch on power. So what I was thinking of doing, like up here, is just grabbing a power station, just putting it up here, it's far enough away, and just connecting it in. I'm not going to fully connect it, and I'll do that later, and what I'll do is I'll turn that off. And then, if this ever fails, we can click the power back on right there. What we'll probably have to do... Wait a minute, where's the electrical system? Okay, so the electrical system runs to here now. And that's powering that, so this will be okay. So what we can do... Oh, I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't put those in the wall. But yeah, we'll be able to switch this on now, and that should be enough to just power this. And if this is damaged, it should shut off the rest of the power to this area. Or what we can do is go ahead and put in these power switches, like say maybe one right here. That would cut off all the power over to the kitchen, and then we could have... Oh, there's no nice place to put it. I was going to say maybe one right here, but it's a little too close. So there might be some rethinking that we'll have to do, and we'll get back to that at some point, and I'll let you know if I figure it out. But yeah, I think down here, this is going to be really cool. I'll have that generator, we'll have, I'm rehooking up all this electric, a little bit nicer, just because this is in a weird spot. But it'll be really nice to, have that idea of being able to use a backup power station to reconnect in. I mean, really what we could, in theory, do is have, like, a master power station, or, like, one backup generator that we can hook into the whole system, so that if one section does go out, we can actually just, using power switches, reconnect all the power. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Like, picture, say we had a grid where, like, this whole section was just off of one generator, and this region here was all off of one generator, and there was one generator doing all this. Then we had, like, this generator over here, with a connection that would come up to each individual section, and then you go ahead and you can put in these power switches in between all of them, and turn them all off. So that this is always running, but the power isn't coming from it into everything else. And then, if this power section goes out, you just have to go in over here and flip on that one switch to that section, which then will allow power to flow up and into the section that was off, at least until this gets turned back on. I don't know how I've never thought of this before. It sounds absolutely awesome, and I really want to work on that now, because it sounds super duper cool. I don't know if I could really do it at this point. I'd really have to redo the entire system. And even kind of some of the placements might be kind of annoying, but I think it could really do it. It wouldn't be too bad. The trick would be just making sure that each segment was just enough to run off of one fully functioning power station. so that I could connect that in and have enough power to power everything again. So that would be something else to really have to pay attention to. And that's what I've been juggling. If you look at the utilities right now, you can see that this now connects this whole portion here. Because we extended this kitchen so much, we really needed that power between these and these, the washing machines and the kitchen. We need quite a bit of power. So this is basically just one section now. This is connecting all of this, mostly because these drain a lot of power. And then this section down here, I'm probably going to actually have to have two, just because I plan on having 3 workshops here, and this is going to be a laundry room. So yeah, I'm going to have to really bump up some of this stuff. We'll get there eventually, but we are making money now. We're making, you know, almost 17 grand a day, and that's after I bought a whole bunch of new staff. So there's a whole bunch of new cooks. There's some guards. I bumped up the workmen a little bit. So yeah, we're actually producing a lot of money. And it also really helped that in here, I went ahead and did that offshore tax haven. It's super useful. It costs 50 grand to do, but it's saving us 3 grand a day, basically, for every 10 grand of daily profit. So if we make 20 grand, this is actually giving us back like 6 grand out of that, so it's really nice. So yeah, we've almost completed this whole thing. The only things we have left, the small cells, the permanent punishment, and the legal defense, eventually, which I will get on the legal prep. So I will definitely get these 4 at some point, especially these 2. Those will be really nice, but they were really costly. But thankfully, in no time, we're going to be making, you know, 25 grand. I mean, eventually I'm going to keep adding more dormitories here, but I thought the need for laundry was a little bit more important right now. So, but yeah. I'm kind of excited now that I've come up with that ingenious plan of connecting the power systems by just throwing in a switch. I mean, it seems so simple, I don't know why I ever thought of it. I don't know if anybody else has thought of it. If you have, let me know, so I can go check out and see what they've done. It'd be kind of cool to see. But yeah, it'd be nice if, you know, I continue like this pattern. This was a nice pattern, which then we kind of changed. But keeping things patterned can make it really easy for later on. Because, like, you know, I'm usually running the electricity just down these hallways. So that's an easy place for us to put in juncture points. But anyway, I'll let you know once I get a little bit more work done here, get some of this stuff going, bank some more money, and realize we've been playing this for almost 12 hours now, and that's 54 in-game days, which is really cool, that we have made this prison in just 54 days. I know that's super unrealistic. There's no way that, you know, it only takes them a couple minutes, really, or an hour or 2 in the game to actually build one of these rooms. But, you know, we're doing good. Our prison grading's pretty good. We've released 148 prisoners. That's awesome. You can see our reoffending rate is 16%. That's not terrible. It'd be nice to get that lower, but not too worried. But, you know, we have had a few deaths. We've had some, you know, escapees, especially during that one big fire. That was not cool. And, but we're getting really good money. Our prison value is up to almost 600 grand. So if we were to sell this, well, that's really not what would happen. The problem is, you have to remember that we have lost some money. So this is worth like 600 grand. But we're only going to get 300 grand if we do sell this prison. So yeah, you can see they're going to get 295 because we sold so many shares. It'd be nice at some point in the near future to start bumping this up and buying back our shares. Just have them, so that if we want to, we can start another prison. So maybe at some point we decide we want a new prison. Or if this one's gone horribly, horribly wrong and things aren't working the way they're supposed to, maybe we'll sell this place, start up a new one, especially if we can get a lot of input from you guys. That'd be really nice. Because I like to hear. I want to hear. I've only, so far, as of me recording this video, I've only had 1 comment. And I know I'm not the most exciting YouTuber yet, but I'm trying. I'm trying new things and I'm getting there. But I want to hear your guys' input. It actually would mean a lot to me if you guys would. Anywho, I will bring you guys back Probably in a little bit after I get some more work done, and I'll let you know any new developments, anything cool that happened. But anyway, welcome back to Prison Architect. So you can see here, we just got ourselves another death row inmate, Michelle Monkey Davidson. She might be small, but she's quick, agile like a monkey. She's in here for murder, armed robbery, and armed robbery. Twice, I suppose. That's okay. So anyway, yeah. So she's got that 35% chance right now. So we'll see what happens when she actually goes to her parole meetings later on. And then we'll have another one on the way. So we'll have another death row inmate in no time. What I wanted to show you, basically just to bring you back, I'm building this second wall here. You know, just because a lot of them, we have had like one person escape since building this wall. So having the second wall is just going to be another layer that they have to get through. Eventually what I'm going to probably end up doing here in the near future is taking all of this yard out and extending this canteen all the way down so we've got space for everyone. Because, you know, we're feeding everybody, but we're going to run out of room soon because we've got 150 people. But I'll probably move like the yard to like over here or something, and we'll just keep adding in more dorms probably, maybe some individual cells, just for the hell of it. And I think what the big grand scheme is, right now just thinking about it, I would love to buy maybe say like this space over here. And then from there we will encircle the whole thing in a couple layers of walls, which will be good. And then I think I'm going to try that idea of utilizing like backup generators as, you know, as a safety precaution to prevent, you know, total power failures and stuff like that. So I'm going to try that in the next, maybe the next video, maybe a little bit longer than that. I'm probably going to end up just playing for a while just so that we have a whole bunch of money, because we're going to need it. And we're pulling in 20 grand a day, which isn't terrible. But just to put in these walls, it's obnoxiously expensive. Like, each one of these is like 60 grand or something silly like that. So it's pretty pricey to get all of that. And then all this foundation is so expensive. It's probably the biggest cost that we're going to have. Especially if we're going to design it in the way that I've been thinking in my head. Because we're going to have to utilize a lot of extra power stations in order to do it, but we'll be able to keep a really nice pattern because everybody will be in individual cells. And I think what we'll do on that side is make it a high security prison. So we'll design it a little differently than this one because it's very free and open with a lot of easy access to stuff like this. Whereas the other one, I think it's going to be pretty straightforward, no nonsense. You're here to be in jail. No special, you know, treatment. I mean, food will be okay, because I don't think we can set individual prison, like, individual areas for their food quality, but we won't give them all the really nice features. I mean, they'll have laundry, but they won't be allowed to work in it. It'll be staff only. You know, everything will require staff to let you into rooms and stuff, so I think that'll be the plan at some point. Maybe the next video, maybe not. We'll see what happens when, oh, looks like already our death row inmate's already gone, switched over, but we'll have another death row inmate here coming soon. I think adding in all of these cells have really bumped up the rate at which they're going to start coming. It's kind of neat. Just because up until, well, just a couple seconds ago, or up until we actually started getting the intake of death row, it was at 0. But you can see, like, all these other ones are at 100. So max security pays out a lot more. So it'd be kind of nice to have them, but you take a lot bigger risks doing that. Especially for early on, or if you haven't played much. But yeah, anywho, I think that's going to be it for this current video. I'm probably going to end up just playing on my own, just raking in the money for a while, so that we can go over here and design a new prison for the max security and do some cool stuff. And maybe what we'll try and do is get into some of the like automated doors and stuff, which I think are under here. Yeah, so there's like door servos, logic circuits. I haven't really ever played with any of these, but I'd love to. I think it'll be kind of neat, so we'll try that at some point. Like I said, maybe not the next video, it all depends. We'll see what's happening, and we'll go from there. Like I said, I'm going to try and play through, get some more money, add up the bank. At some point, I'm probably going to have to shift all of this over, bring that down, so that's going to cost me quite a bit. But like I said, I think once we have a good amount of money, I'll be able to come back to this, and we'll go ahead and go across the street, try some new things, see what crazy mischief we can get into, and what crazy designs we can come up with. But until then, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and remember, stay in trouble. Bye-bye!